ahead and ask Resto to go over this double step over. And I've done this on the ground with him already, but I want him to walk over here nice and quiet and relaxed. And when I approach it here, he gets kind of excited about it. He just wants to kind of rush through. So I'm not going to let him do that. I'll kind of back him off for a bit. Take a nice big deep breath. There. Then I'll ask him to move forward. Now here's the thing about these types of obstacles is sometimes if you have a horse that's refusing these obstacles, they might try to jump over the obstacle instead of step over. So you always have to be prepared for your horse to possibly jump. And that's another good reason why it's so important to do the groundwork with them first and send them over the obstacle. So that if they are jumping, you can work them through that until they're stepping over it nice and quiet and relaxed. So I'm going to go ahead and go right through here, too. Good. Nice and easy. Very nice. I love the way he did that and took his time. So we're going to come right back through here again. And notice I'm kind of approaching it at an angle just to give him a little bit more room to negotiate through here. What a pony. I'm going to have him walk on through here. There. Good. We're going to come back through. And we're going to do this again. This time I'm kind of straightening him up a little more, kind of more square to the obstacle. Let him take his time. There, good. And again, I'm going to slow him down. Kind of got in a rush that last one. There, that's better. Good, good boy. And so just by really being intentional with the way that he crosses this obstacle, slowing him down beforehand, then giving him his head a little bit and letting him negotiate. Slowing him down a little more, there, and then letting him pick his way through. I want him to really get comfortable with doing this on his own, where I don't have to slow him down. But the way we get there is I'll just kind of guide him through. I'll give him a little help right here. Then I'll kind of let up on him. There, what a pony. Awesome, very good. I was very pleased with that one. He took his time, he was relaxed. He gets a little bit excited as I square him up to it because he seems to enjoy doing this kind of stuff. But it's important that we take our time, we're nice and slow, and we set them up to do well. And again, I know I said this before, but we did this on the ground first, built his confidence with it, and you can see how it set him up to do so well under saddle. I'm going to go ahead and take him through one more time, but you see how he's kind of excited and just wants to get over there? So I'm going to pull him away from it. I'm going to back him off away from it and say, no sir, I want you to be patient and wait for me. There. And now what I'm going to do this time actually is I'll let him kind of step in, and I'm going to turn him out this way. Easy. We'll come back in through here again and have him step in. Let's stick with him here. And so he's kind of getting a little excited, a little worried, but it's my job to stay with him and settle him down. Good boy. Take his time. We approach. So I'm going to ask him again. So he sees those horses coming around over there, and he's all excited about that. But even if he's worried about horses running around the corner or whatever's happening in the next pasture, he's got to stay with me. And the only way that that's going to happen is if I reinforce the idea that staying with me is a good place. So when he kind of jumped and spun that way, yeah, I'd pull him and soften him, but I'm not going to get all excited. I'm going to kind of bring him right back to where we were and say, hey, it's okay. You're going to be all right. Nothing to worry about here. Take your time. Let's work our way through here. Work them through, have them step right back over. Good. And so, you know, what a lot of people might have done when he started freaking out is they might have stopped the obstacle and then maybe said something like, okay, let's get his feet moving. They might have started trotting circles. Let's get his feet moving. Let's get those feet moving to make sure that he's not going to freak out on me again. But instead of doing that, what I'd rather do is keep them focused on what we're doing, redirect his attention to where he's placing his feet in regards with these obstacles. There. And make sure that we're staying connected with each other. Because the more that we remain connected with each other, the more likely he is to understand what I'm asking of him and to be more relaxed. Because he understands that we're doing this together. And it's so funny. We can get so upset with our horses sometimes when they act silly. But how many times are we riding our horses and our minds are completely someplace else? We're focusing on something else, and you know, God bless us if we have a pony that, you know, takes care of us regardless. But if you're working a green horse or a young horse or an inexperienced horse, they're less likely to have the skill set to kind of stay with you even when you're distracted and not focused. And so I'm going to be pretty understanding with them here because we were able to work through some stuff here. There, good boy. And get him to where he's listening and responding to me. There. A little better here. Good. So I want to finish up still though with stopping him in between these. So I'm going to go ahead, ask him to step over. I don't want him to just spill out and fall over like he did earlier. Good boy. And I want him to rest. I don't want him to think that just because I step in here that he automatically has to step out. Good. Now I'm going to bring him back the way we came from. Have him pick that. There you go. Good boy. And we're going to reapproach. I'm going to step my pony right back in here. And we're going to ask him to settle those feet down. Whoa. I'm going to back him up just a touch. I'm going to keep him in the chute. Keep him in here. I don't want him to just spill out. And this time I'm going to pick him up to the right. Have him pick up that front leg. Step out of there. Good boy. What a pony. And we're going to do one more, this time approaching from this direction. I'm going to step him right on through here. Take a nice big deep breath. Get him to settle those feet. Good pony. Yeah. And we're going to go ahead and step right on out of here. Good boy. Good boy. So you can see how the work that we do with them is so important to building their trust and their confidence. Because this could have gone one of two ways. You know, when he freaked out and started getting excited, I could have just lost my confidence. I could have encouraged him to continue to freak out by just getting after him and saying quit and turning everything to focusing on reprimanding him. Or I could have continued to build his confidence. You can see the horses over there, they're playing and they're creating a little bit of a ruckus back there. But that's no reason for him to lose his focus and attention on me. And so if I act very as a matter of fact, no, let's come back over here. Let's come back over here. We're going to work through all of this. Then eventually he'll get to the point to where all of a sudden it's not that big of a deal. And he's confident in my ability to be a faithful leader to him and to set him up for success. And remember, anytime we set them up for success, we're going to be much more likely to have a safe, soft, and steady ride.